And that's match in what I thought was going to be one of the more competitive second matches of the finals. Lots of good options at this weight class, but Reese Humphrey's going to make his second appearance at the World Championships. He's got wins there. And Mark Bader is back, finally.
Joe, it's always good to be back to see you, your pretty face, and you know what, just to hang out and be part of what you're doing, I just love it. I have no other way.
Pound it, Bader.
So look at that, Reese Humphrey wins in 2 matches. He's going to be your 2013 World Team member, his second appearance on the World Team.
You saw him in the Worlds in 2011. What was he like out there?
I tell you, he looked pretty good. He wrestled out in Istanbul in 2011. Made it to the semifinals, wrestled the French guy, the guy from France, and that was probably the worst match he had all day. You know, he didn't wrestle his best, I don't think. I think he's better than you know, we all don't always wrestle our best unless we're Burroughs. But he looked really sharp out there. He was crisp, his takedowns were on, his timing was good, and he looked comfortable and confident. You know, and I think that's a couple of things that it really takes. You got to be comfortable where you are. You can't be nervous, tense, a little uptight. You got to be able to relax, and he was confident. He had great confidence coming in there. He knew he belonged on the team. He believed he could win. He could come home with a medal, and man, he was that close. And you know, he's got to be hungry. He was that close last year. Lost to Coleman Scott out in New York City at the Beat the Streets in the final wrestle off for the Olympic trials.
Flying squirrel attempt.
And then you know, a close one he lost, so he came back and he wanted a big win. He got it at the U.S. Open, and then he got it again here today at the World Team Trials, and he has himself back on the World Team and looking for big stuff this time.
Oh, yeah, 60 kilos. He can win a world title there. Let's see, returning Olympic champion Azerbaijan, Asgarov. And he's the one that beat Coleman Scott on his way to the finals, and then beat Kudukhov. I don't want to say it right. Kudukhov. Speaking of Besik, a third-place finish this year in Russia.
Good for him. And so I think, you know, with another trip to the World Championship, he's already got one under his belt. He'll be even more confident and even more calm. He knows what to expect. He's been there once before. He's going to come and he's going to do it again. And I'm excited to see how Reese Humphrey performs this September in Budapest, Hungary.
And I love it. I'm looking for a way to get there. Here we go, 72 kilos. Let's revisit that weight class for the freestylers. And it is
oh, boy. And it looks like we are at 72 kilos. Adeline Gray comes out. She dominated in her first match.
She's dominated all day long. She comes out in the red singlet. This time was blue earlier today. She won by tech fall over Brittney Roberts. She won by tech fall every match, I believe, leading up to that. So trying to dominate her way through again, get back on that world team, look for yet another world title.
And up, we got a quick little fact in from Roper. We just mentioned Askarov. He says Askarov's up at 66 kilos. It's a top wrestler out of that weight. Without Kudikov there and without Askarov there, it's open for the world. I just assume Reese Humphrey takes it gold.
I'm game, man. I am so game.
Roberts on the mat. Gray on the mat. Let's get going at 72 kilos. On the other mat, Jordan Holm wrestling. He looked good in his first match.
Sandy says, hold your matches. Now she says, let's do it. And right to the leg immediately. Oh, she tried to snatch it up. Now she's looking for a push out. Adeline Gray has Brittney Roberts over to the edge. Roberts toeing the line. Circle, circle, circle.
Oh.
And it's going to be a takedown.
Might as well give up the push out in that situation.
Good point, Joe.
And
she's
there's
to give up nothing. She's going to end up giving up 4. 2 takedown, 2 turn. It's 4-0 now.
Right
5,
back
6.
to that trapped arm.
No, it looked like she had it.
And Fisher's going to bring him back up with 2:23. Man, I'm anxious to see Askarov at 66 now that that's been. And Roberts look for that underhook single leg. Gray with a lot of high single attacks. Keeping herself out of danger.
Looks for an arm drag, Adeline.
In 2 bouts at every weight class.
Ooh, Lester's going. I thought that Coleman won his first match. They're done in that Greco weight. And with the 4-0 lead, Gray still attacking and controlling the center of the mat.
Both girls go with the pigtail roll on either side and tie it together in the back. Being a long hair person, I kind of like how they did that.
Bader, you should do that. I think your commentary would be a little more streamlined.
Definitely.
People wouldn't be pulling your hair while you're trying to do commentary.
I hate it when you pull my hair.
You couldn't do commentary for Sargouche.
Right?
If you guys all want to have a good laugh, actually, please watch Burroughs Sargouche 2011 World Championships. Bader gets heated.
Pulled his singlet, man. He put
It
a
just
hole in his
wasn't
singlet.
fair. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So ridiculous.
There's that high single again, runs her to the edge of the mat.
And it's a safe shot by Adeline. She comes forward and snatches for the leg, and if she gets it, great. And if she misses, hey, no big deal. She's still in good position. No harm, no foul.
And there's a passive call against Roberts. 33 seconds left in the first.
So thus far, we will not see a third match in any of the weight classes.
Roberts getting heavy on the head, but we're running out of time in the first period. Adeline Gray's going to take a 4-point lead into the break.
And it's halftime.
On match number 2, Adeline Gray with a 4-0 lead. Adeline Gray, of course, the 2012 World Champion. She has moved up 1 weight bracket.
So it'll be interesting to see. One, looks like she is well on her way to winning another title here, and it'll be interesting to see how she adjusts going up a weight class, you know, after winning that world title.
And Roberts comes out. Oh.
Doesn't like the finger fighting.
And our athletes hold not to intertwine the fingers.
Roberts a little more active so far in this first period. Gets heavy on the head and tries to go underhook, now controlling the elbow. We'll see if Gray goes back to those high singles. Look like trying to step into some there. And this time in deep.
Again, she runs right back to that snatch single, has it up in the air, jacks it up high. She's going to look for 1 or 2 here. She's got Brittney over by the edge, trips her down, though, and she's going to get a 2-point takedown. Adeline Gray tacks on 2 more, goes up 6-0.
A score away from the world team.
She's 1 score away.
Official's going to bring him back up 1:55 on the clock.
Back in the center of the mat.
Holm looking good down there.
We got a good shout out from Radio Nova. We got a good comment. One more, drive her out.
Nice. Gray trying to work that 2-on-1. gets cleared by Roberts. Roberts tries to control wrists. And there's a shot. Roberts gets to the leg, but eating some hips now. A go behind ends it here.
I think she's going to get it, Joe. And she
There's
does.
the tech. And a world team spot for Adeline Gray.
2 points on the board. She wins his 8-0, I believe. Her last match was 9-0.